Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
Ready, break! Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Young. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage.
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He completes it to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's 2nd back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They're able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Bucs at 13-3 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the ground, they go with Young. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down, Clancy. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 72.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is to the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Young. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both lines doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Far. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Clancy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go. Set.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw on third down, Clancy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find it in this type of a situation.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Clancy. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw again. Clancy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Clancy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to run a little pop pass here. Will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hold it ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come 19, come 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took a big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Barr. And able to get get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
No way going nowhere.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the double. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Get it. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Come on.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football,
there he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Clancy. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bird. In for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bird. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Bucs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Ready.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
65 catch. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still on his feet. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds ends up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Bird. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll run on 1st down. Barr. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Barr. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 74 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, check that. Street. Let go.
On second down, far. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, far. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's go.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, far. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This,
but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, shot!
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.